man has been arrested after a mother and daughter were found fatally stabbed after completing a welfare check on them in their home in Yonkers, New York. The grisly find was made at around 4:30 p.m. on the 1st of November, while the authorities conducted a welfare check at the victim's home, located at 68 Shipman Avenue, after a friend reported not hearing from them since the 29th of October. When officers arrived at the residence, they first knocked on the door, but there was no response. They then went around to the back of the home and noticed a broken window, so they forced their way into the house. Upon entry, they discovered two women who had been brutally stabbed to death. The victims were identified as 70-year-old Isabella Triano and 38-year-old daughter Tricia Miller. Police believe that the stabbings took place sometime late on the 29th or early on the 30th of October. Investigators reportedly zeroed in on the suspect, identified as 27-year-old Luis Ramos, through an ex-girlfriend. On the 2nd of November, authorities tracked him down in Arizona, just 100 miles from the border of Mexico. He was arrested and taken into custody. The authorities believe that Luis and Trish had some sort of relationship, but those details have not yet been disclosed. The motive for the stabbing remains unclear, but the authorities believe it was an isolated incident. Authorities say there was a severe hoarding condition inside the home, and there was also bags of trash and other debris completely circling the outside as well, hampering the investigation. Luis is held in custody and will be extradited to New York to face 2 counts of murder. It was only as recent as the 26th of October that Luis was arrested for felony arson after setting fire to a car off the Taconic State Parkway in New York, but was immediately released. 4 daycare workers have been arrested for allegedly abusing children. An investigation into the matter began on the 15th of October after a 14-month-old child had been reportedly hit in the back at Noah's Ark daycare facility, located at 603 Gregory Street in Vidalia, Louisiana. Investigators obtained a search warrant and seized the DVR hard drive of security footage from the facility. According to the detectives, the footage reportedly showed a worker excessively striking the child and another 1-year-old numerous times. Other footage revealed employees hitting children on the body, face, mouth and head. Several employees struck children with wooden paint sticks as well. 4 of the daycare workers were arrested on the 28th of October and have been charged with multiple counts of cruelty to juveniles. The investigation into the matter continues. 27-year-old Nariah Dilly has been charged with abuse and the suffocating murder of her 1-year-old daughter. The incident occurred at around 3 p.m. on the 9th of October, located at a home in the 800 block of South Mission Road in Wichita, Kansas. Medics responded to the residence on reports of the toddler not breathing. When first responders arrived, they found Nariah's 1-year-old daughter Maya Townley with noticeable injuries and in a critical condition. She had multiple bruises and abrasions and what appeared to be ligature marks on her neck. The medics then contacted dispatch and involved the police. The medics tried applying life-saving measures on the girl, and she was quickly rushed to the local hospital, where she was pronounced dead 2 hours later. When police questioned Nariah about the contusions and scrapes to the toddler's side, she initially said they were caused by previous events. She said her 3-year-old daughter started hitting her with a toy and pushed her out of a porch chair. She said she didn't seek medical treatment for these injuries. She then allegedly admitted to placing her hands around the little girl's throat and covering her mouth, and demonstrated it during the interview. She said she was overwhelmed with her daughter crying all the time. She thought she was okay after the incident. She said she put her down for a nap and had gone to bed herself in a nearby bed, but after 20 minutes, she woke up to the girl gasping for air. She said she then attempted to perform CPR on her daughter before calling 911. An autopsy was performed the following day. It was reported that the girl suffered from multiple cases of blunt force trauma, a fractured jaw, bleeding on the brain, and had contusions all over her body. Nariah told the investigators that she was sorry and would take it all back if she could. She was arrested and charged with murder and abuse. She's been held in custody on a $250,000 bond. Former prison deputy, 26-year-old Blake Bardwell, has been arrested in connection to the deaths of his wife and infant child, following a double homicide report at around 1:35 p.m. on the 31st of October. The victims were found dead in the 3900 block of Old Sterlington Road in Monroe, Louisiana, and Blake was arrested on site. Blake was booked into the Washita Correctional Centre, where he's been employed as a deputy since December of 2019, but his position's now been terminated since his arrest. He was then transported to the Lincoln Parish Detention Centre, so as not to be in the same jail as where he worked. A bond is yet to be set. The investigation into the matter continues,